actually share the page so you guys can see the screen. Not that it matters all that much where we are right now. Alright, last session you guys made your way to Red Larch, and after depositing Viviel at the All Faith Shrine to rest, you moved around town a little bit, taking care of a few tasks. You hit up Bubbles Brews for some potions. You went and talked to Guac, the traveling merchant, and bought a magic item and some potions from him. And then you decided that you were exhausted, you should take a page out of Haman Kost's book, and that you would go to sleep and take your long rest, whereupon we did our leveling stuff. Now, one note, and I kind of wish everybody was here for me to give this, but maybe I'll repeat it later, is that, so this is, like, supposed to, at least to some extent, mirror, like, what would really happen if you really had blah, 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 blah. And leveling up, like, all of a sudden you wouldn't, oh, I just all of a sudden know these abilities that I didn't have before. The story's supposed to be that from the point you level up to the point you level up the next time, on any instance of downtime that you're having, your character is working on those things, and that's why you've just perfected it. You've increased your magical ability. Um, Theron is a wizard, has been working on a few new spells to add to his spell book, and he's finally worked them out so that they work, and finished whatever formula he needs in his spell book. Romulus is a paladin, has been praying to his god every night, and at this point the god has decided to reward him with a new aura, or whatever is what it's supposed to be. And so not every DM does it this way, but I want to do it this way. That when you level up, you need to actually have the time to finish off whatever it was you were learning. That's why I wanted you to take a long rest, like someplace more safe, to finish off. So all of
Gotcha.
that said, with how exhausted you guys were and everything, starting your long rest at noon and ending at 8 p.m. is fine, and then the idea that we're not really going to do anything till 6 a.m. the next day is also fine. But I'm kind of thinking if there's anything you guys wanted to accomplish in, say, an 8 p.m. to midnight time frame, knowing that you're staying at the inn, with the exception of Maxon, who's probably sleeping at a farmhouse someplace. Um, he's got his whole thing with peasants like him, whatever that's called.
Is this the same town he stayed at
Yes.
an inn and paying the farmer's daughter? Okay,
Yes.
so he probably went back
Probably went back there. He's with the other daughter this time.
or both.
Something like that. Like he already hit the older one, and while he was gone, the younger one turned 18, and so it's her turn. Stuff like
What's
that.
the age of consent in this world?
I don't know.
Much lower than 18.
Much lower than 18. Well, this world exists in the magical land of New York, and it's 18 here.
I think it's 17 in New York, actually.
I don't know. I haven't had to worry about that in like 15 years or whatever. So, anyway,
Ryan still has to worry about it.
right.
Just asking for the story.
Yeah.
Been watching too many babysitter videos.
I just did a Disney quiz and they said Snow White is 14 years old.
Oh God.
17.
She doesn't have sex.
Well, in the fan fiction though.
Fan fiction you're writing.
That's art. Like Romeo and Juliet, it's okay if it's art. Because they're like 13, 14 in that, and they're like banging and committing suicide and everything else. Not that, I mean, suicide I guess is illegal at all ages. So, at 8 p.m., is there anything you guys would want to do? I imagine that Theron probably can't do anything if you're adding other spells to your book. You need the time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Maxon not being here probably plays into, because he's learning new fighting moves, and he probably needs the time to actually exercise to finish training himself on those. So for him, it also probably makes sense. I'm sorry.
Is Arthemir Bubbles shop still open, or would I know it's closed by now?
You would know it's closed. He before when you were there had been trying to close up around like 6, I think. Shops like that in these places close when the sun starts to go down.
I'm gonna go down to the just the tavern area or whatever at the inn then, and
Mhm.
mingle.
Okay.
I see if anyone else in the group wants to join me.
I'll go.
Where was it you were going?
Tavern.
Oh,
Uncle
yeah.
Tavern?
Yeah, or is there like a bar area at the inn here?
Yeah, so the way this inn is set up is it's a two-story inn, and there's a number of rooms on the second floor. I had been imagining that each person was staying in a room by themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Can I have a conversation with Grimgar as we walk?
You can, yeah. So the way that this inn is set up is that on the second floor there are 3 big rooms that are meant to sleep like 8 people that are kind of the cheaper, just people passing through and need a place to stay and don't mind sleeping around other people. And then there's another bunch of rooms that are really meant for maybe 2 to 4, but 2 comfortably kind of rooms that are a little bit more expensive along the second floor. And then on the first floor, they make food. They've got a kitchen. They've got a bar. They've got probably 8 tables with a stage for if they ever have performances. There's nothing going on tonight. So it's kind of and there is another tavern in town, so it's not like everybody in town would be here that wants to go for a drink at night. But it's the inn, so there's going to be maybe a dozen other people down in the tavern area while you're there.
Yeah, I'll go down there.
Yep.
Just us 3?
I'm going to.
Okay. Just there and make sure you've got enough time to do whatever you're doing with books.
So
Map.
this isn't a part of our resting time, is it?
This is 8 p.m.
So this is after our long rest.
This is
but-
after the long rest, but before it's 8 p.m., so you haven't gotten up for the next day yet.
I mean, so I would have done all the book stuff during my long rest, wouldn't I?
The 2 spells you got for leveling up, yes.
Oh, but I couldn't do the other stuff. Oh, okay.
The other stuff. But you've still got another 6 hours from midnight to 6 if you wanted to do that then. I don't know
Okay.
how many spells you learned or how much time you need.
I think I did 3. I'll have to do the math on my own, but okay, I'll go for a little while,
Okay.
just to get some.
Okay, and you said you wanted to talk to Grimgar?
Yeah, if everybody's going to talk with everybody as we go. All right. So I thought we could, ask these people, if there's anything going on that might help us with what we're doing. We're all working on different stuff. So I thought we could share some information on what maybe we can help each other out. I know that I want to learn about the book still of Viviel, but that can't really help us in the tavern. And then I'm looking for the Mud Sorcerer still. So if you hear anything about that, please let me know. I assume Grimgar, you're still looking for Gar Shatterkeel?
Yeah, he's on my list. Mud Sorcerer. I think that was Mirage Vision, if I'm pronouncing it right. That Earth Genasi. That was in the temple below the monastery.
The name you're saying is Mirage Vizan.
Vizan,
Oh,
thank you.
okay. That was him then. Okay.
Yeah, he oversees the tunneling operations. I remember someone told us that.
Write that down. But
What
where are all my
where are we
notes?
right now? Are we in Red Larch?
Yes.
Isn't there normally notes on my D&D Beyond? Where are all my notes? Why does this look different to me?
Are you logged in?
Maybe
I
not.
see that you have some notes.
Oh, I'm not logged in. That's weird. That even
Yeah,
lets me
so
access.
so that is what people who aren't you see when they look at your character sheet. You can't see
Okay.
each other's notes.
Ah,
Right,
okay.
Where do you make?
I
Where do you
noticed
make
that
notes?
when I
The
sent
notes
the
tab.
shit.
Action,
You
spells,
click
equipment,
on
features
notes
and traits,
option.
description, notes,
Ah,
extras.
okay. I never even
That's where
added.
you're supposed to be keeping track of your renown. Did you update that?
I did.
You said you
I don't.
didn't, and then
Well,
but
I didn't.
is
I
it
didn't write like
and
other
then
notes there. I
And then
don't.
you came.
actually,
As a
Dundas, you should
Grimgar,
update yours. By the way, go to your notes tab, and where
Grimgar
it says
likes cat
renown equals
girls.
1,
That's
change
what's
that to
written
a
there.
2.
Okay.
Wow, and the only cat girl you ever met you let die. That sucks.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Thing is,
Mutsos, we're
Grimgar's
Dude,
very
in
that
the
was
depressed.
so quick.
monastery, and he's
Done.
doing what? He's the one that's trying to resurrect the Earth Prince or whatever. Is that who that is?
Probably. I don't. No, I don't think I heard that for sure. He was working on a tunneling operation. So
What was the name you told me?
Mirage Vison, Mirage, and then
No, it's
Vison.
Miraj, Mirage, and his last name is Vizann.
That's bad at spelling.
Couldn't his name just be Jim?
That is Jim.
Jim.
That's
Juicy
how you spell it.
Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
And if when Maxon gets here, you can ask him about Mirage for Vizan too, because he's got other information that he had mentioned, but I guess nobody else wrote down. And to remind Romulus, you know somebody who has something to do with all that too.
Wait, what?
Matter of fact, you all got information about it at the monastery. Another person that's involved with the monks. I'm mainly talking about the books that you found.
Books that I found.
Whoever found when you guys searched the library there.
I've got a bunch of books.
It wasn't me.
Uh,
Are we walking down the hallway? Oh, I'll say we are. At the
It's
moment.
not a
Okay.
very big hallway.
I have 5 books
well,
from the monastery.
Say by the way, that whole thing with the body at the Knights of Samuelar, somebody's gonna figure that out, and I think we need to come up with a plan to deal with it, because somebody's gonna come looking for us one of these days,
That's true.
and either we gotta continue lying, but I think it'd be better to tell the truth about it if somebody comes. What's the rest of it, you think?
You mean that his brother wanted him and we delivered him?
Yeah, and that he was gonna come take him by force, and probably kill everybody up there if we hadn't snuck in and done it, and
Yeah.
that's why we did it that way, because we didn't want to cause a ruckus and get everybody killed.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can even say he was going to kill us if we didn't. And he was going to, like you said, kill everybody there probably.
Yeah, we were
So-
actually protecting them by
Yeah.
doing that in a way.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we did it for the right reasons. Just there's thinking about it, it was probably pretty suspicious
Right.
that we left and said it just blew up, and yeah, I as long as we're on the same page, so one of us doesn't start lying about it and caught in a lie, and then they'll be pretty pissed off and
Right.
probably kill us all.
And then I'm sure the thing we want to do next is probably go to Phandalin and make sure that's not burned to the ground.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Is that doorknob working again?
Yeah.
Should we
That's
go
a
go
great point.
check on that?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
We haven't technically long rested though, have we?
We did.
Yeah, you have.
No, we did. Yeah.
Oh,
That was a great nap.
Done.
Okay, yeah, so we can do that.
So actually, yeah, let's go up to my room. Click
Whoa.
and do that.
Okay, so you go back up the stairs.
Well, we had
Yeah,
to talk
you guys, I'm not finding it in anybody's inventory, but I thought you guys took a book called Marlos's Testament.
I just have
I
5
didn't.
books from the monastery.
Probably one of those.
Yeah, maybe you said it and I didn't.
When did we find that book?
At the monastery.
I just remember anything that I found as far as books and shit, I gave to you, Travis. I don't know if you.
Maybe I didn't realize you gave it to me and I didn't put it in.
Yeah,
Makes
let's.
sense that someone would give it to me though.
Okay, let me just post, and I don't remember what information you guys actually gleaned, so I'm gonna have to guess. And so,
Hello?
hello,
Hey Rob.
Hey,
What's up, brother?
Haven't really done
Sorry,
much so
guys.
far.
I'm going to underestimate.
so can I say what I know about Marlos here? So
Go ahead.
he allegedly runs that Black Earth organization, and he's the prophet of the Earth that found Iron Fang, which he's trying to use to summon Ogremok, the Prince of Earth, the Earth Elemental. And he had ordered some of those people anyway to kidnap the Mirabar delegation. And I think, Romulus, you knew him from your childhood, you had said. He had some sort of enchanted ring that amplified his manliness and maintained his beauty as he aged.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Right. What did you say his name was again?
Marlos.
Marlos.
Marlos Erlin.
Yeah, I spelled it Earnrel. I don't know if that's right.
Ernaway. Yeah. So what the hell? Yeah, he was the crazy dude I met as a child.
I posted what I should have told you. The quotation marks are word for word passages from the book.
Oh.
I did not spell his name right.
I'm probably not pronouncing Ernrel right, but I mean, what am I gonna do?
Better.
Okay, you
That's
pronounce it.
pretty good.
Ern Rayleigh.
Oh, Ernrayleigh.
Much better.
Is Mayor Los Ern Rayleigh here?
It could still be an E on that basis. E is for Ern.
Okay.
Do you know anything else about him, Romulus?
Yeah, let me trying to find my notebook quick.
See that new dice tray I got, Ryan?
Oh, that's nice.
I think it looks really
Okay.
cool.
And the top is there's a top for it, which is also a dice tray itself, but like with no dice spots.
Just a big tray to roll them in.
Yeah, but it's the
That's
top,
pretty
and it's
cool.
just a separate dice tray too.
All right.
So if you wanted to go ahead.
Everything I know about Marlos in my that I have in my notes. So when I was a child, the year prior to the eruption of Mount Hotenow, Corlin Hill was visited by nobles from Cormyr, a land far to the southeast, north of the Lake of the Dragons and east of the Stormhorn Mountains. These nobles were primarily visiting as part of an effort of the Lord's Alliance to gain foreign allies. Among them was the Erlenang family, or however you say this guy's name. One such member always stood out to Romulus was Marlos. Marlos was in the later years of middle aged at the time. However, he was one of the most attractive men I've ever met. The rumors were that Marlos had an enchanted ring which allowed him to not only maintain his beauty as he aged, but in fact amplified it. The man was rumored to have a grotesque sexual appetite and was known for throwing outrageous balls in which he forced all visitors to wear hideous masks so that no beauty could outshine his. I found the man to be unbearable. However, the visit to Corlin Hill only lasted 2 days, at which time the party moved on to Neverwinter. So that's basically my extent of interaction with him.
Okay. And Grimgar, how did you learn about Mirage Vazan again? I don't remember. So he's the mud sorcerer below the monastery, and he's helping Marlos.
Yeah. Darren Eatermath asked myself and Maxon to try to assist in capturing or killing him, and then order the gauntlets men after him because he might be behind some disappearances.
Are we talking about Mud Sorcerer or?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever told everyone the information that I have about him.
Okay.
Do tell.
Go for it.
It is lost in word.
I think I've learned about him being this Genasi from the Helen Ray girl we captured at the monastery. Theron.
It reminds Romulus was telling his childhood story. So, Darren Eatermath, yeah, he's asking us to. Or are we talking about?
The mud sorcerer's name is Mirage Vazan.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That was throwing you off.
So, one night as a child, I heard noises outside my window, and my whole family slept in the same room. But my hammock was closest to the window, and when I looked out the window, I saw two gnomes. They were carrying seamlessly unconscious bodies of children. The gnomes appeared to be made of stone. I quickly woke my parents and brought them to the window, but there was nothing there. The next day, Mirage was gone, and his shop was completely cleared out, and 6 children have gone missing at night. And I've always wondered if it was Mirage that had something to do with it.
That would make
But
sense.
their
He's a mud
children were never
sorcerer.
heard from again.
Probably- Wow.
I was
Probably
that
great
child.
bones.
You were
What?
one of the child?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Say no way, you're a freaking elf. Okay.
Very odd story. Sounds like a bad guy.
Yeah. And I forget. I don't know. Maybe my mind is just being stupid. But you know Mirage Vazan is down below the monastery. How? Darren Earmet told you?
No, I think that Helen Ray, that girl we captured
Oh.
at the monastery, told us about it.
Okay. I get it. I forgot that already. Okay. So I gotta pass that along to here, Undar.
So he also took the moon elf I'm looking for, who's got magical seeds for stuff.
So the moon elf would be below the monastery too then.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything's lining up. I gotta get that book read, and we gotta go see Fandel, and maybe Garshaderkeel's under there too.
Yeah. I want to ask more about him.
Okay, so we're going to Fandolin.
You also know that the queen in the temple you just came from told you that Gar Shatterkeel had something to do with crushing wave.
Rushing wave.
You didn't get much more information than that because she was asking you what you could do for her, and things kind of fell apart.
Yeah, that's that group that believes the ocean will rise up and devour the planet. Helen Ray also told us about that. Well, she provided a lot of useful information.
Other places you know about that you were given a warning that somebody was trying to find some kind of ancient artifacts in the Vale. And long time ago, back when you were talking to the elves of the High Forest after you finished that orc chase, you were told that apparently there was some witch haunting a farm to the northwest, but I don't think that's ever seemed important to you guys. And then you have the quest given to you by Readoff the Druid back from Thunder Tree that he wanted you to check out Scarlet Moon Hall and the Rite of the Wicker Giant. And I think that completes your list of goings on that you guys. Well, actually, no, that doesn't. There's one more thing that's been going on, and that was that the Zentarum. They remember they had the whole problem with somebody was robbing their wagons.
Mm-hmm.
That never actually got resolved. They thought it was Finton, and then it turned out it wasn't him. He just robbed them once, and that was it.
And what about Dundas's thing? Learn
Well,
anything about
I
him?
didn't put that on the list because I don't think he's told you guys anything about his thing.
Okay.
I've only shared one thing with Romulus, and I've asked some people we've come into contact with about a guy named Frang. That's it. I
Okay.
haven't really explained too much to you guys.
Okay.
Which I probably fucking should.
It's up to you. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
No, but it is what it is. I think Romulus, whatever. Like I shared a letter with you, and that's it.
Oh,
After you-
right. One given to you by Tony.
Right. Tony.
Oh, yeah, there's Tony too. Where the fuck did he go?
Shit, that's right. Fuck, I didn't even think of
He
that.
stole
But
some
yeah, that
Gringars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that was the other thing, too. I thought of it after we got off yesterday. Grimgar has been pickpocketed 3 times now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Where's my underwear? Son of a bitch.
I don't wear any, so that's not a problem.
Hey. I know you keep them in your pack. You keep 'em-
So I've always got a fresh pair.
Mhm.
All
They
right,
never
let's
wear
go check
'em.
let's go check on Fandolin now. Unless somebody's got something else
Oh,
they want to
man.
add.
Wasn't
Yeah,
there
yeah,
like
let's do that.
wasn't there a giant bird or something terrorizing a town or something like that?
There's been flying creatures in the area.
There was a
always
bat.
I
There was
know
a
about.
giant
bat.
bat.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, giant bat.
Dragons.
You were
too.
told, you were told about the Womford bat.
Yeah,
Oh,
one for
Batman.
bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For bat. Yeah.
Back with our pal there,
Sir Herrick.
Sir Herrick.
I
Yeah.
think his last name is
much
Ironford.
shit.
There is a lot of
We
shit. I'm
do.
very happy you guys are talking about it, though.
You're
I'm
welcome.
sure
I'm
Sir
the guy who
Herrick took
started
care of
this.
that bat. He was pretty badass.
Well, you also don't know where the Mirabar delegates that you saved, where they went, because you never asked where they were going.
Son of a
Yeah.
We also don't know. There's more missing people that we think are below the temple there.
You've also
Below
got
ground.
multiple items you have questions about that you haven't been able to figure out, and that you're forgetting that you forgot.
Somebody
too
had an
much
item.
pressure.
Or Grimgar had an
Too
item.
much
Yeah,
pressure. I give up.
that's on my list.
I'm
The
going back
spear's
to
on my list
Fandolin.
to check out.
I feel like I'm back in school.
All right, one thing at a time. Let's go back to Fandolin.
All right, so in Romulus's room, all of you pile in. Maxon has returned, at least for a little while, from banging the farmer's daughter.
Always got to
And
sneak that in.
yep, and so you stick the doorknob on the wall in your room. A door appears. You open it up and step through. And when you enter the manor on the other side, it's fine. It's the same way you left it before. There are no letters on the desk this time.
Okay,
The
I
table.
ring the bell.
Okay. You ring the bell, and actually, I gotta open up my Fandolin notes because I'm gonna struggle remembering names if I don't.
You're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
What time is it right now?
Well, at this point, we'll say that you guys talked for a while because what we just did was a summary of your conversation. We'll say it's 9 p.m.
Okay.
Let me see here. Okay. And a short time later, Myrna Denjar enters, and oh, Lord Romulus, what's going on?
Hi, I'm just checking on the state of the village. Has anything happened here out of the ordinary?
Nothing of note. No. Actually, have the orphans arrived yet? Let me see.
Yeah, the orphans we sent here.
I didn't put that on my calendar, so hold on, let me see when they
Nah,
should.
they're still dying of hunger somewhere.
Let's see. So to get to Red Larch from where they were, I'll say it would have taken them 5 days by that wagon. So that's gonna be on 8/6. Oh, tomorrow is 8/6. Okay. Let me just put. I'll just say noon. Orphans arrive in she says, the orphan, we're all set up for the orphan's room, but they haven't arrived yet.
Fantastic. Um,
Oh,
Jack's got some goblins in his house.
yeah.
just letting the motherfuckers know.
Can you bring Gast here so I can speak with him?
Sure. I think he's probably gone home for the night, but I can send my son out to get him.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you.
So she leaves the room, and about 5 minutes later, her daughter, Nilsa, Nilsa comes in, and she's got hot tea for all of you. So she kind of
Thank you.
sets the tray down and looks at Maxon and blushes and
Girl.
Thank you, Nilsa.
all that.
Wait, she's the Is that the farmer girl?
That is remember. So remember you found that necklace in Thunder Tree.
Oh yeah, the
This
and
is
I
the
escorted
this
them
is
out,
the
yeah.
18-year-old daughter. And then
I give her a wink.
she kind of looks at Dundas and looks kind of sick.
Say what? I use shocking grasp on her.
Not everybody is into Tritons.
I flex a little bit, try to hope it changes her mind. No. But
I put my arm on Dunnis's shoulder and shake my head.
We'll say it takes about 20 minutes, and
I hug him.
Hug him back.
about 20 minutes, and Gast Souphole, the chief constable, enters the room. Oh, hello there, Lord Romulus. What can I do for you?
Hello, Constable. I was speaking with what the hell's her name? You just literally just
Myrna?
said it. Myrna. Thank you. I was speaking with Myrna. I had some concerns that something may have happened here in Fandolin. There was some sort of a mage that seemed to be casting some sort of a spell. And so I wanted to check in and make sure nothing out of the ordinary had happened here. Myrna seemed to think everything was fine, but I did want to speak with you, seeing as you are in charge of the safety and security of this town. Do you have a report?
Well, Everything's pretty fine. Honestly, we haven't had any trouble with thieves or bandits at all. I honestly expect there to be more problems with all the new people moving in. But I think we've been attracting the right kind of people to the town, and we haven't really had any issues at all.
Mhm.
Good. Have there been any issues with like out of the ordinary, like farmers with problems with their crops or any problems in the mines, anything like that?
No, I don't think that the mine is progressing as quickly as the Rockseeker brothers had wanted it to, especially with Cost leaving. Um, but no weird goings on. Um, Everything's pretty good, except maybe for those improvements that the chief clerk told you about in his letter. But there's no big issue with that right now either.
Right. Yes, I plan to speak to someone about most of that stuff tomorrow. Um.
Do you want me
All
to
right.
have
Just
him ready to meet you at a specific time?
no. I don't mean I'm going to speak with him. I mean I'm going to speak with people here or people in
Red Larch.
Red Larch about purchasing some of the supplies we need to complete those projects.
Oh, that's great news. Do you want me to tell Harbin about it?
Yeah, you can relay that information.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be
Has
very happy to hear it.
anybody named Tony been in town? What is he? Halfling?
Yeah, he was a halfling. Um, no,
Excuse me.
not that I know. I mean, the only halfling around here that I know by name is Joey Bottlecaps.
And
Is he still in town?
Yeah, he's Harbin's assistant clerk.
Were there letters given to somebody to deliver to us? Actually, letters I think you were just talking about.
Letters?
We
Oh
had
yeah, we after Finton's funeral, we gave a whole stack of them to Cleo.
Cleo.
Yeah, his sister.
Yeah.
Cleo's probably at her home, as far as you know.
Any idea where Cleo is?
I don't know. Did she deliver the letters?
Somebody delivered the letters.
Well, she
Maybe it was Cleo.
she hasn't been to town since, and if she did come to town, we've got standing orders to arrest her.
Why is that?
I don't know. Lord Romulus asked us to do that.
Oh, okay. I
Right.
forgot about that.
Is it okay that I'm telling them all of this, my lord?
Yes, that is
Okay.
fine.
All right. Because they didn't know. They didn't know about that. So.
They should have known
Okay.
that.
All right.
I
Okay.
don't remember if I was here or not.
Okay. That's fine.
That's good. You should arrest her. In fact, you should. I think Romulus, you should send out letters to other towns telling them to arrest her and
Yeah, like a
extradite
wanted
her to
poster.
Mandolin.
What
For
did
the
she
reward.
do anyway?
Promise, you want to take that?
I don't remember.
They spent Tony, remember?
It wasn't that serious. You know what?
I mean,
It's none of your concern. I say to the other guy.
The important part there too is I think Jack that Harbin and the tax collector, or maybe it was he might actually know the whole story of what happened with Finton. Not many
yeah,
people
Harbin
know.
knows.
I know Harbin knows, and I can't remember if it was Gast or the tax collector who know the rest. Maybe it is Gast, but we can leave that alone.
Okay.
But my thing is, they give the letters to her, and then Tony had them, gave us the letters, right? And then Tony robbed us.
Yeah, who
That's
is
why we
Tony?
wanted to do it.
That's the
Who's
question.
Yeah, he disappeared.
And that Tony
That's
was so
probably why we wanted
specific
Cleo, I
in
think.
stealing those items that allegedly
Yeah.
belonged to Fenton. I
We'll
think
go
it was
through
likely
things.
Cleo
Cleo, yeah,
disguised.
this guy exactly, because she had like costumes, didn't she?
Yeah.
What are you remembering that from? Just to see if there's something I should chime in on.
In her room, did we go through like her bag or something?
Okay, yes, you are remembering correctly.
Yeah.
She had costumes in her closet.
So that's what makes me think that maybe she's got disguised self or something. We should see what this Joey bottle cap looks like. Maybe she took his identity.
Or maybe he knows who Tony is, and he is a real being. That
Yeah.
just maybe he works for
Or
Cleo.
maybe he just knows something.
So we'll jump and say that Gas describes Joey Bottlecaps to you, and it does not sound like Tony.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
How's Joey Bottlecaps related to Cleo or Fenton?
So all halflings are related now?
I thought they were related.
Damn.
I thought Fenton's aunt was here or something.
I'm not allowed to talk to people like you.
Yeah, you're right. Yes, his aunt is here.
Well, yeah, thank you.
She's probably a halfling too.
So is Joey Bottlecaps the aunt's son or something, or no?
No.
Unrelated.
No.
Okay.
Not really. You think of Quell and Alderleaf.
Mm.
All right,
At some
guess.
point
Well,
you gotta go to Cleo's or send somebody to Cleo's.
Let's send the
Yeah.
guy who murdered her brother.
How about Fitton's
Bergen
sister?
says,
What did he say?
let's send the guy who murdered her brother.
Oh.
I don't think Fenton was murdered, if I recall. I don't recall.
all right, Gas. Well, make sure your men know to keep an eye out. Well, I want you and your men to keep an eye out for anything strange happening in town, whether it be big or small. And just keep an eye on it, and I'll pop in from time to time looking for an update on that. And if you want, feel free to leave updates here, daily or so. That way, if I do pop in at an odd hour, you don't have to be called out of bed.
All right, that's no problem. I can do that.
I say to him, and that guy was associated with that wind group, so they should probably keep a close eye on the skies.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Keep watching the skies.
Go for wyverns.
What was that?
It was Simpsons X-Files thing. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Skis.
I didn't know if you were another character that was
Yeah, I
suddenly
thought
in the
you were
room.
too. Like I said that.
That was the teenage nerdy kid who took over for Leonard Nimoy after he just left in the middle of the show. And he's like, I'm Leonard Nimoy!
I want to look at the guys and say, kind of like in a nervous type say, guys, I wanted to tell you this for a little bit. I just want to put this out so that each town that we go to keeps an eye out, especially a friendly town like this. I've been looking for a what's the word?
Go on, say it.
Hang on, I'm reading at the same time as I'm talking. I've been looking out for a frog-like creature named Frang. That's Phreeng.
Wasn't someone else looking for Frank?
That was done as before too. He
Yeah.
told us that.
Yeah. And I just want to make sure that we pass this on to your people. That keeping an eye out for him, and that what the hell is he? I just read it.
Hydroloff.
Hydroloff. There it is. He's a Hydroloff. He tried convincing me that he was a Triton, but it's not so. Do you still have that letter? Jack? That I shared
It's,
with you.
it's probably in our.
Because this has been bothering me for a little while. I don't know why I haven't shared that with everybody else. Kind of wanted to do that. I kind of left it up to you to show everybody else. I didn't know. I just at that time, me has done this. I only trusted you, but I have found that I can trust the rest of you and want to utilize all of your intelligence as well to put this case that I'm working on to rest.
You want me to share this? You don't have it, Nate?
I can find it.
No, I have it.
Yeah,
can
go ahead
post
and
it.
share it with the rest of them. This is a letter where I received a while back when there's a bunch of letters kind of given out. Any other questions you guys about this letter that has just been shared? Feel free to ask. I can answer to the best of my ability. And because I know each of you are also trying to figure out other things, I just wanted to add some to the load.
You're an inspector
Indeed.
or investigator, I should say.
Mhm.
Well, who is this guy that you're looking for exactly? It's some sort of thief?
He's he's a badass. He's somebody I witnessed murder one of my city council members.
So, so I'm
And
sorry. Is Zwig and Fring the same person, or these are different people?
no, they're different.
Different. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
He was let me get back on my thing here.
Conch of teleportation. Sounds
He
fun.
could be anywhere.
You could be anywhere.
Nate, do you want me to summarize it?
Yeah, can you, Joe? I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying
Yeah.
to.
So Freng the Hydroloth, I won't give specifics, but used a variety of magic on Dundas. And through doing so, he managed to murder this city councilman, frame this guy's wig for the crime, and then escape. And so, feeling bad about what had happened and blaming himself, Dundas left H2O and began trying to find Freng.
Sounds Nate.
Wait, the boy band?
That's where I left. Sure.
And so he went on the lookout for Freng and responded to a letter that actually brought him to Summit Hall where you met him.
Right.
As part of his search for Freng, because the people at Summit Hall had been dealing with some water genasi, and he thought that might be related. And this letter that he received in the meantime explained that Zwig had escaped custody and fled the city before he could be executed. From Dundas's point of view, that's a good thing because he had inadvertently helped frame Zwig. So him escaping is like, oh geez, good. He didn't die because of me, kind of thing. But the conch of teleportation, which had been in the custody of the councilman who had been murdered in the first place, Proteus Slush, they've determined that it's a fake and that it's missing. And so they don't know if it went missing before or after Dundas left. They just know that it's missing. And so he's been ordered to find Zwig and find the conch because they still think Zwig's a bad guy.
Boom.
Mm.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
You should let them know that Zwig is innocent.
That would be admitting that he was involved in framing him.
Right.
I missed why he framed him.
I was under a spell
Ah,
by The evil
By
Frank.
Frang.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it
I
be
mean,
worth
couldn't you just say you were
telling that?
wrong?
I
Or
mean,
new
we're
information?
talking about a man's life here.
Well, do you want me to tell them what you did to frame him?
Yeah.
He so Zwig doesn't speak Aquan, the language that the Tritons speak, and he only actually speaks Celestial. And Dundas speaks both Aquan and Celestial, so he was assigned to translate for him at trial, and he purposely mistranslated what he said to make him so that it was a confession.
Shit.
So
That's rough.
it's yeah.
Yeah. It's a rough situation for me.
Okay,
But you
well,
were under a spell, right?
I mean,
Am I misunderstanding that?
so if you somehow
no. You're right.
bring Bang or
Well,
Brang, maybe
you
they'll.
said that I could. Do you want them to know everything? Everything?
I mean, I don't know if I what. Yeah, I guess I
Okay.
do.
He
Yeah, I do.
so yeah, yes, he was under a spell when he did it, but he did also accept payment for doing it.
Right.
Oh, no.
What?
What? From
and
who?
and that's how he got
Well,
hooked up with his warlock patron in the first place too,
right.
as
I
a
was
reward
gonna
for doing all of
gain
this.
all these powers.
Looks like we
And
gotta
I
kill.
was kind of buried. I was kind of not buried. I was kind of cornered at the time, and yeah.
Sounds like he's
So-
gonna show up to murder you someday.
So
So
you're kind of a shitbag.
He's a crooked cop.
No.
Dark secret.
No, I'm a good guy.
Hang on.
Does anyone else have such
Now
a
I'm
dark
little
secret?
confused. Hang on, let me-
So, what spell were you under?
It was called. Where is it? I think I wrote it in here, didn't I, Joe?
You
remember
you
what it
know
was?
what it is, Gaius.
Yeah, I was gonna call it Geus. Okay. Yeah,
I don't know
Geus.
how to pronounce it. I think it's Gaius.
The guys.
Geas.
gays.
Gaze. What
Okay,
does that spell
fellas,
do? What
I
is
was
that
under
spell?
the gay spell.
Romulus, you don't know what it does.
I'm asking. Can someone tell me what that spell does?
Can I see if I know it?
Sure. Make an Arcana check.
Ooh, that's bad. 9.
Nope.
He rolled a 2.
I do one.
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check.
10.
For 10, I will give you the basic. It's an enchantment. You know that it can last up to 30 days. And you know that it can force a creature to carry out some service or refrain from some course of activity. Basically, they have to follow whatever instructions they were given.
So, exactly how did you accept payment for this? What were the
So,
terms of the
all right.
agreement?
So I really cared and I believed what Frang was telling me. He offered me these powers and the gold if I would investigate and bring down the real quote unquote criminal, right? That killed this guy, which was him, but he was trying to cover up for himself. So he mentioned that I was the only one who could do this because I could speak both languages and because I was the best, the best investigator in the city. I did as he asked, and the illusions and the gay spell convinced me that I was doing the right thing. So I was under the spell at that moment, thinking I was doing the right thing. That's why I accepted. I fabricated evidence in an effort to get the real murderer, who was not the real murderer since it was Frang. But I know this now. I did not know that at the time. So I knew he was guilty, but the real evidence wasn't there, so I had to make it up for myself. Um, And
So basically, he used the magic to convince him that the other guy was guilty, and then said, "Well, you're the only one that can put him away, so you're gonna have to mess with the evidence to make sure he gets punished.
right.
And I'll even pay you to do it because I'm seeking justice."
Mm.
So really, the spell kind of fucked me. After it had worn off, I don't know. It just
The only
basically.
the only thing in all of this that Dundas actually really did wrong is after everything was all said and done, he still accepted the patronage that he was offered. But at that point, it was kind of like, well, I've already done all this shit,
Right.
and
That's
I
what I
can
was
get
trying to say.
I can get this magic power, so I might as well just get the magic power, and then I can use that to put him away.
To put
Frank.
Frang away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because Wig is innocent, and Frang is the killer, as far as I know. And
He
I'm
did.
like,
He did.
and
He
I'm
didn't make
wondering.
any conscious, knowing, non-spell inhibited decision that could be considered bad guyish, other than accept the powers after all was said and done.
Right. So I was kind of tricked into it, and then I was like, well, fuck, I did it. Well,
I
shit.
sheathed my sword.
after I
Well,
all this trying to explain myself.
you guys can make rolls to see how much you believe all of this, if you want, rather
I
than
do.
just because I'm talking. Oh, Joe would never lie to us.
No, you're literally summing up this long ass.
Yes.
Is this an
I wrote.
insight check?
Yes.
Total of 6.
Okay.
I will also roll 10.
Okay. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
I got a 20.
A 20? Okay.
This nigga.
You other guys didn't roll high enough for it to matter. Dundas, make a persuasion roll.
Okay, persuasion. Ugh.
So we just delete them.
Persuasion is plus
From
4
there on.
for me, and I
Yeah.
rolled a.
Doesn't matter what he rolls. You guys.
16 plus 4, which is 20.
Ooh, an even 20. Okay.
Was
Or
Chris's
14, I'm
natural
sorry,
20?
so 18 total.
Oh, 18
18.
total. Okay.
Sorry.
You believe the story. You're curious if you would be curious if his accepting of the powers with a warlock patron, why is somebody after all this willing to give him power at the level you've seen him use if he isn't obligated to do something more? You don't necessarily have to express that to anybody, but that's what you glean, Erkin.
Interesting.
Erkin, you're gleaning. What's up?
I was just, gleaning about some stuff.
Well, I believe in my thing. What a sad tale.
Yeah, it is. It's messed up. I'm trying to write this, and just
Yeah, well,
because I took the powers doesn't mean I'm bad. It just means I'm trying to use these to my advantage to bring down the real.
I don't understand though. Why would they give you powers and leave a loose end? Why not just kill you?
That is something that I have thought about myself, actually. I truly do not know. Do I, Joe? I don't think I do.
Well, there's more you know that they don't know, but you don't know. I mean, okay, you know why this entity gave you power. Okay, you know that. You don't know why Frank hooked you up with this lady. Why he would still go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Unless because of
This
the type
is what
of
I'm saying to you guys.
right, because of the type of creature that he is, he may have been obligated to fulfill his part of the deal from some other supernatural source. That's the only explanation you can come up with.
I thought your story was simple.
And it's not necessarily the answer. I'm not going to tell you whether or not that's why.
Right.
Where are you from again?
H2O.
H2O. It's between
Where?
water or fuck, I can't remember where I'm from now.
It's between
So between
hydrogen and oxygen.
Mintarn and Waterdeep. If I know you can't have, you probably don't see a map right now.
Then, right.
I got a map here.
Now, you guys, and I'm not talking to Grimgar or Dundas. You guys know that Waterdeep is a coastal city and Mintarn is an island. And he's saying that his city is located in between those two things.
Sounds like a mermaid to me.
Wait, Atlanta?
I love water. And you know I can breathe underwater.
Mermaid, huh? Urkin
think I
starts to
told you
pull
when
his
we first
sword.
I told you this from when we first met, actually, that my city is underwater. So
Yeah, I was gonna say we knew that.
Yeah.
Do I know H2O where it
He's-
is?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you previously rolled or something, but you know where it is.
Oh, yeah, I should have looked it up first. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay.
I
So
mean, it
we
caused
got-
a huge delay, but I felt like I wanted to inform you guys. It took me a little bit, but truly realize I can trust you guys now. So
Aw, and I give him a hug.
So is that
Thank you,
all you're trying to do? Is,
I care about you guys.
Put my
all you're
sword away.
trying to do is just resolve that thing. Nothing else
Yeah,
going on.
that's all I'm trying to do. That's it. Literally, that is it.
So are you trying to get justice on Frank,
Frank.
or you just want to talk to him?
I want to find him, act like I want to talk to him, and kill him.
Ah, okay. We're killing Frank then, are we?
Yes.
Where could we find him, you think? Is he associated with these pirates and this crushing wave organization?
I haven't really found any evidence to.
He doesn't have
In
any
our-
more
in our
information
ventures.
than you guys have.
Yeah, we're pretty much at the same where we're at now.
Poor Dundas and
Why-
Urkin have not found too many leads on their respective storylines.
Why were you at
Well, the merchants.
God damn it, I forgot the name there. That city where we met you? You said you got a letter that
There was
led
a
you there?
lead there because there's a water right? Water genasi
Okay.
in the area, and then I met with you guys, and it seemed like you guys were
They said that they had just fought a water elemental.
to quit.
Mm.
Yeah, water elemental. And anything to do with water, this motherfucker, Frank, all I remember about him is a big old frog-looking fuck. Hydroloth is what they call him. He's a frog demon.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Do I know anything about hydroloss?
You can roll for it based on them books learning you did when you was a kid. Roll your intelligence.
Learn.
Also, during that long rest, I learned a lot of cool spells. Just saying. God, I'm feeling good right now.
12.
You know that it's a demon. That's what you know.
I can ask them, right? Like, if you guys want to know the shit that I know now, you can ask me. I can tell them.
Well, actually, hold on. He is So demons are broken up into, or rather, fiends are broken up into 3 types: fiends, demons, and Yugoloths. You know that a Hydroloth is a Yugoloth. It's one of the 3 types of fiends. Similar to how elementals are broken up into different elements. Fiends are broken up into 3 groups. And humanoids are broken up into like 20 different groups.
Joe, there's nothing wrong with me telling them the spells I know, right?
You can tell them.
All right, guys, get a pen. Just want to let you guys know that I had some really good sleep. So I have now learned stuff that would benefit the group anyway. Is disguise self. I can use that at will. And I can disguise myself as whatever, pretty much. So if you know that spell. Also, I have learned. That one's for myself. It's called Armor of Agathis, but it really does nothing for you guys. Another spell I have learned is Banishment. I can send a creature on a Charisma save to another plane of existence, so get rid of them totally. Bye. And then Blight, which is pretty badass. Look it up. And then let's see, Hypnotic Pattern. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna like read the whole thing out to everybody, but
Can we just assume he told us what these spells do?
Sure.
and they're pretty sweet. And invisibility.
Oh, Theron knows that. I
As-
think
as-
it's pretty useless.
As
I can
as he
I can,
as he says, all of a sudden you guys start feeling like you're being pulled toward the door by some
Uh-oh.
force.
Uh-oh.
I jumped towards
I don't know her.
the portal.
I can do. I think
The force.
Oh wait!
I run.
wait!
I run. Ah!
it says a creature I touch becomes invisible, right? But it's
Yeah.
at a level 4,
I already
so I
went
can
to the
do
portal.
3.
Yes, 3 people, and you're
3
all sucked through
people.
the door.
Boom.
What?
Joe's like, let's keep it moving. All right, that's it. I'm done talking.
So that's what that feels like.
All right, let's move on, fellas. What are we doing?
So it's
What time is it now?
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
I gotta go down to the
This
bar. have a
motherfucker
drink.
talked for 8 hours? No, I'm just kidding. Could have sworn it
I'm
was
gonna
2.
go read a little bit.
All right. Theron goes to read. What else does everybody else do? Grimgar's going down to the bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a handle.
I'm buying.
I'm gonna go with him.
Okay.
Wow, 2 handles then.
Food
Merkin,
time.
Maxon. Maxon's hungry. Yeah, he is.
Me hungry.
hmm
You're boning all day.
Yeah, I'll go with them. Why
Okay.
not?
So you guys go down to the bar. Let's say that between whatever food and drink you get, and well, actually, excluding drink, food and board for the night at this place. Let's just say it's let's go with 5 silver, except for Max, and you only have to pay for your food. Let's say 2 silver
Okay.
because you're sleeping with farmers' daughters tonight.
It's
Can
on
also
me, fellas.
Pay for
I say.
rations right now instead of.
Dundas pays for all of it.
So,
How much is it total then?
Yeah. So there's 6 of you.
6
So that's gonna be 30 minus 3, so 27 total if you pay for all of that.
27, you said?
27 silver, yeah.
Okay, I'm paying for it
2
right
gold,
Oh,
7
thank
silver,
you.
whatever.
Well, generous.
Grimgar said he was gonna pay for drinks.
Yeah, I'll pay for the drinks. How much are we drinking? Quite a lot, I think.
Paid 27 silver. Boom.
It's a celebration.
2 gold worth of drinks.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Lots of drinks. You buy some rounds for the bar.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And
Okay.
and while we're down there, I want to try to chat with people. Someone that maybe looks
Okay.
like they might know some stuff that's going on.
Well, the most obvious person to talk to would be the person running the bar,
Yeah.
right?
You see Dundas in
Sure.
the corner. Yes, man. One way is
Right. It's not even karaoke night. He's on the stage just singing.
Man, he's had half a handle. All right.
He drinks to breathe.
That's true.
He just puts the beer on his gills
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so the owner that you guys had actually previously met with is Kylesa Urkel, and so she's at the bar, and so you come up. Well, you've been there eating, but you decide to talk with her about things that don't involve food and drink.
Go up. Good evening, Kylesa, right?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
I'm the owner.
He's
that's right,
slugging.
Grimgar. Yeah, back in town.
Slim guy.
Great to be here.
Dingo.
Oh, I'm very happy. I'm very happy to have paying customers. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Anything going on around here? What's new?
Oh, not so much around here. I mean, we're still worried about bandits and definitely concerned about all those kidnappings, though they've died down a bit at this point. But
Oh,
I have
kidnappings?
the Kenku.
Remind me of that. Oh, the damn Kenku.
But I do have word of other places.
Oh, do tell.
She taps her hand on the bar.
I put a gold down.
Okay, she takes it.
Walks
She says,
away.
And I-
she says,
I put another gold and say, "Give me another drink." By the way.
okay. She gives you a bottle.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
says, words just come in that a ship called the Captain's Crunch was grabbed by a hydra off the coast of Neverwinter.
Oh no,
Hold
it
on a
didn't.
sec.
Where was it?
Off the coast of Neverwinter.
Am I here over here in this? Can I be sitting next to him?
You can be done singing and like kind of sweating.
Okay.
And you're sweating beer and it's just going back into your gills.
Guys, I don't think I'm ever gonna be sober again. All right, Captain Crunch.
Captain's Crunch.
Captain's Crunch.
Captured off the coast.
Grabbed by a hydra.
Oh, grabbed by a hydra.
You would know without having to roll that is very odd. You know, there's no hydras near friggin' Neverwinter. That's fucking plane of elemental water shit.
Oh, that's really weird.
Dundas would know that too. Like, Dundas, that is
Yeah.
you turn pale. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
It's a rumor. You don't know that it really was a hydra that did it, but
I say, who?
How would Maxon feel? Maxon
About
with his naval
Yeah.
you've never heard of that ship. But you definitely have a wave of concern about your parents. And you actually don't remember the name of the ship you bought them.
Thought I bought him a house.
I thought you bought them a ship.
A house
Did you
ship.
buy them a house? Okay.
Houseboat.
You don't remember the name of the house you bought them.
Should have named
Count
it, damn it.
Chocula.
Let me write this down.
All right. Well, that sounds pretty interesting.
Hey, it was off the coast of what again?
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm just writing that shit.
She says, "Oh, let's see. Big news. Well, it appears that the elves of the High Forest went to battle against the Ice Shield orcs, and the orcs have been driven off."
No.
That's
that was
great.
Orchid spitting out his drink. Okay, I get that now, because he is an elf of the High Forest. You also remember that that's who you left Liberté with.
Liberté. Heyo.
She says,
Rhymus is trash.
she says,
I was across the room.
there's also a man in town, a drunk old man, who traveled here from Wamford, and he's been saying that he saw some Kuotoa crossing the road headed north, at least a dozen, but I don't believe him.
What's a Kuerto?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kuatoa is a
that's that.
fish person.
Fish person.
They're underground fish people.
Underground?
Underground fish people.
Dundas, are you familiar with these people?
Can I roll? Shit.
Sure.
What am I rolling exactly? Is this a or
Do
not invest-
and well, you can do Arcana. Just do Arcana. I would say
Arcana.
Intelligence, but I
Alright,
don't know.
+2 to 14 is 16.
16. They are not elemental water creatures.
Hey man, all I know is they are not elemental water people, creatures.
Let's see if I can throw this picture on the screen.
That's
Ooh, that
pretty
looks
specific.
Hey, that's all I know, playboy. Slap me that beer if you ain't gonna drink it.
Can you see that? No, you
yeah.
might. I mean, hold on. You rolled a
yeah,
16.
yeah.
That's a Kuatoa.
Oh, that's a
It's like a fish mole.
Kuatoa.
Yeah.
Look at this motherfucker.
They
Yo.
are like they're dirt bags. They're
Goblins of the water.
the description literally calls them degenerate fish-like humanoids.
Oh my
Words.
God.
They live underground, somewhat in the Underdark. They don't like sunlight. They eat humanoids. Like that's not weird to them. They will eat people.
And I could tell all this shit.
Yeah,
up, man.
think about them as like walking tribal piranhas.
Okay.
Hmm.
And one more time,
And
the name of those are what?
Kuotoa. Kuo-toa.
Kuatoa.
They are not seen around here.
How are they different than dwarves?
Hey,
Don't
you
even
take that back.
Don't eat me, he says.
I stumble up to him. You take that back right now.
Uh-oh, he's getting all fishy.
I punch him.
Where
For
did
the
they
fish.
see these creatures again?
He said on the road from Wamford. Crossing the road north, he said.
So between Red Larch and Wamford?
Yeah. I can open up the Deathwing
Saw
Valley
these
map for
motherfuckers
you.
walk. How many did you see?
He said at least a dozen.
Dozen. That's right.
So there's Red Larch. Move your token to it. There's Red Larch. There's Wamford. He said he saw them crossing the road, headed north. But she wasn't specific on where on the road he saw them.
Crossing the road north, going north, so that's gonna be towards Fethergill or, I mean, possibly Riverguard. But
You don't know. I mean, they could be heading up here. North
For a
of
slumber
there.
party.
But from the original location is what I mean. That's the general direction because they're crossing the road. So if they cross the road, they and going north, they have to be heading. I mean, fuck, yeah, you're right. You don't know.
Shut up.
Fethergill too. I mean, if you put I mean, if you pull out your other map and then you shit.
Okay.
All right.
I want to ask her if there's any regular trade groups or companies that come through town.
She says, "Well, most of the trade that happens is run by the Zentarum, the Lion Shield Coster, and the Hand of Yartar. But there have been an awful lot of problems with trade lately."
You just mean with the bandits?
Yeah,
Or
well,
with-
there's more going on though now. I mean, there's been the problems lately with wagons on the road being randomly ambushed, though it does appear like the Zentarum are the primary target of what's ever going on, but the supply barges heading north up the river from the barge right in have virtually stopped due to rumors of a dragon. And all the wagons that head north have been taking the Cairn Road from the barge right in, and then heading north up the long road from there rather than taking the Desserin Road. And the fact that the Mirabar delegation was apparently attacked doesn't do that road any favors. But we don't actually have a Lion Shield coster here in town. You'd have to go look for them up north. Same with the Hand of Yartar, and if you wanted to talk to the Zentarum, you'd have to go to the barge right in. And she kind of looks around a little bit and then leans in closer and she says, "Though there probably are agents of the Zentarum somewhere in town, I wouldn't know who they are."
What?
See.
So she said Lion Shield Coster, then Centarum, and what was the third one again?
Hand of Yartar. Yartar is another city. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Yartar. Remember Tribor? There's Yartar.
Yeah.
Heard the place is a
Yeah.
shithole.
I heard that too. Your only other options, if you were looking to set up some kind of trade, would be to talk to one of the wagon companies in town, but they don't do any trading themselves.
All right.
They rent out and
Thanks.
sell wagons to people. No problem. And so she looks back over at Grimgar and she says, "So, did you want to know anything else?"
Yeah. Heard anything about any pirates or anything? You hear me?
She taps the bar.
Put another gold down.
Okay. She says, apparently there were a group of pirates operating on the Desserin River just south of the hills, but apparently they've been cleared out. But there have been rumors of this piratey-looking fellow who apparently has some kind of clawed arm.
Yeah? Tell me more about it.
Whoa.
I don't know much more
I'm
than
drunk.
that. There's just been some rumors that this guy apparently his left arm has like a crab claw or something instead of a hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Where is he?
Apparently in the hills someplace. These are just accounts from miners. You know, they see something like that, they don't stick around to try to get more details.
What's he been up to? What's this guy doing?
I don't know.
All right.
But in terms of other developments, I've heard that there is a priestess who's recently returned to the All Faith Shrine and says that some missing people have been rescued that had been kidnapped. Though I haven't found out if Barrow and Nerys Gladham have been rescued or not.
Wow, that sounds pretty exciting. Whoever did that must be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's the first real progress we've had around here in a long time.
Yeah, whoever did that really should be able to drink free at this bar, don't you think?
Possibly, but I don't know who they are.
Me neither. I go to bed.
Okay.
I fall off the stool and then I go to bed.
She looks
The hell
over the bar and sees that he's passed out, and looks down at the gold and pulls out 5 silver and puts it on the desk or on the bar and says, "Huh. Well, I was gonna tell him about that fire and the turtle witch that the Mintarn mercenaries were after, but well, he passed out, and she walks away.
I said, hey, wait. What did you say?
Oh, it's just another rumor.
Romulus, come here. I need some more ears.
No,
What's up?
she's gone.
I grabbed the silver and I put it in his pocket
I
and
grab
help him up.
him and bring him upstairs
Yeah, with
to
him.
my room. And
Mm,
take it.
take his pants off.
Okay, so I'll say we're at midnight now, unless there was anything Erkin or Maxon wanted to do.
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. 6 a.m. Erkin, you can make your boot roll.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
good to
start
go
my
with
day.
my dimension door.
Doesn't Grimgar want to look at that spear, whatever he's got?
Grimgar's hungover.
Oh,
It's another fault of Grimgar. He drinks too much.
Does anybody else do anything during the rest that you want to report?
I did my spells.
Oh,
Okay.
We got. Oh shit.
What?
Yeah, I'll tell you what my boots are.
Nice.
All right.
Sweet. Okay. Um. So in the morning, you guys convene downstairs, and at breakfast, there's a lot of people in the bar now.
Having brunch.
Yeah, sure. And when you guys get down there and you're all eating, you're kind of looking around at all the other patrons. Maxon has returned and is with you guys again. You don't see Erkin anyplace.
Am I there?
Yep, everybody's there.
Except for Irk.
Hey, where's her, guys?
Oh,
I don't know, but it smells like a farm girl in here.
hold up. Wait a minute.
Can't be me.
We in a fish shop?
It is Maxon.
Being a
What have you been doing?
Hey, where are we heading from here?
a guy
We're doing some plowing.
walks over and asks to speak with Theron.
I'm
Privately.
Theron.
Do I
We all
recognize
say
him?
I'm Theron.
No, I mean the elf wizard.
Oh, Theron.
Do I recognize this guy?
Damn. We all walk away.
I don't think you do, no.
Yeah, sure. And I go with him.
Okay, he introduces himself as Endrith Velivo. And he says, I am the proprietor of Velivo's Sundries, but that is not why I'm here to talk to you. I'm actually a Harper agent, and I'm here to give you some information. A wagon of runite bars was robbed near Yartar. Runite bars are bars of a specific type of metal that has inherently magical properties. It apparently belonged to the Hand of Yartar, the organized crime syndicate in the area, and the Zentarum, who are their enemy, has been disavowing all involvement. People generally think that the Zents did it, but there was something weird about the remains of the wagons. Everything was soaking wet.
Maybe it was the same people who attacked the Zentarum stuff. You think it was the Zentarum?
I'm not sure what I think, but I've been asked to see if you can find out anything about it. No rush, and it's not a high priority, but if you happen to find something, I'd appreciate it if you could come find me and let me know. Again, my name is Endrith Valivo of Valivo's Sundries. If you want to
And where
make
can I find you?
Valivo's
Town?
Sundries,
So?
yeah, it's a town, it's a shop in town. Do you want to make an intelligence check on Runite to see what you know about it?
Yes. Not great. Let's see. What is my intelligence? 7, so 11.
11. Let's see. You can make another check at another time, like to say that you like looked into it a little bit. But
Okay.
you know that unlike most metals, Runite reacts well to magic and actually supports whatever spell is being cast on it. Like it makes it stronger. If you cast a spell on Runite, the spell effect is stronger than whatever you've used.
Okay.
Okay, that's all you know about that.
You said outside of Yartar was where it was attacked?
Yes, outside of Yartar.
Okay, I will look
Okay.
into that, Andreth.
Okay. It's Endrith. Endrith. Endrith Valivo.
Yeah.
On your way back, a dark-skinned woman catches your sleeve, and Maxon's already with her. And she says, because I'm just trying to get this out of the way, so I'm not giving you guys a choice. Where is she from? Oh, it's just called Halea's. She says, I am Halea Hanadrum, of Halea's. I think that's the bath works in town. It's like a women's spa type thing. She says, I pass information back and forth for the Emerald Enclave. They wanted me to tell you that Goldenfields was recently robbed. No one was killed, but some rare herbs were stolen. The herbs are water lion and cudweed.
What are those herbs? What are
Golden
those herbs used for?
Goldenfields is down here. Well, I don't know that, but maybe you do.
What do I know about that stuff? What would be nature?
Wait,
You can do Arcana or Nature.
I'll do Arcana.
Is that the stuff?
Ooh, that's a good roll. 25.
25. You know that both of these herbs are used in water-related magic, and that water lion itself is often used in teleportation.
Interesting. Maybe to power up a conch of some sort?
Okay, that's all the interruption shit I had to give you. You guys can go back to
Okay.
breakfast.
And I would want to go see Viviel's if I could.
Okay, yeah. So you go and do that. What do the rest of you guys do? You talking about your next steps or whatever?
I want to go to the quarry.
Okay.
I apologize for getting drunk last night. Did you guys take me up to my room?
indeed.
Oh, thank you so much.
You got some silver in your pocket too. The bartender was starting to tell you something else, but you passed out and she left 5 silver on the table, and before I could hear exactly what she was talking about, she ran off.
You don't know what she said?
No, it sounded like she was getting ready to tell you something serious, but I couldn't really tell.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll go find her. See if I can talk to her again.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll hang out with him. Because
Yeah, I want to go.
we're bros now.
Okay, let's do.
I give him the silver back.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was gonna say let's do Theron's thing first. So, let's skip through some of the role play and fast forward a bit here because we've done a lot.
Okay.
So Viviel's there. She feels much better. She's happy to help look at the book. She thinks it'll take some time to translate all of it. And that she could teach you some of it, but that's going to slow the process of her reading it down a little bit. She thinks she could more or less skim and find useful information if you gave her the rest of the day. But if you want to learn it, you'll probably only get about halfway through translating.
So it'll take 2 days
For the whole
to
day. It would
get
take
through,
two days to get through the whole thing and make it so that you can read it.
Trying to think of what Theron would want to do.
Well, you can think about it, and I'll jump back to.
And I would want to tell Imdar if he's still there about all the information I know
Okay.
about the monster since he gave me that letter.
About which thing?
Remember he said
About the mud
your
sorcerer?
party has made some that we think he's under the monastery.
Okay, that was Order of the Gauntlet that gave that to you and everything?
I think so.
I think Imdar's Order of the Gauntlet because he follows Helm. So whoever had that mission can add 1 renown to their stuff.
Wait, what mission?
From Imdar.
From him there?
Yeah. I want to say that it was Maxon and Theron, but I'm not sure.
I forgot how to do that.
I'm not in the Order of the Gauntlet.
No, I think it was myself and.
I think it was Grimgar.
Well, give yourself
Maxon.
1 then for Order of the Gauntlet.
Okay. So I'm in this shit now?
You have 1 renown with them, but no, you're not in with them.
Okay.
Order of the Gauntlet.
I was keeping track of it. I'm not gonna. That's gonna be on you guys to keep track of it for yourself. You go to your notes, and where it says renown equals, you just type
I
there
got
and
it.
change it and move it up 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Grimgar and oh, Jack, I don't know. Wasn't it called Talia's pouch?
I don't remember.
Do you have an item called Talia's pouch? Actually, I don't see it. What the fuck?
That's what I mean.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you're supposed to have it. Just add a item to your inventory called Talia's pouch.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay, so Grimgar and Dundas return to the bar, and you ask about what that last thing she was going to tell you, and you give her the 5 silver. She says, I can't remember which rumor it was. Was it the one about the nettle bees?
I say, I remember you saying something about fire and then walked away.
Oh, fire. Right, yeah. So, apparently Nettlebee Ranch is being haunted by some kind of fire witch who lives in a nearby Uthgart barrow. The locals who have visited the ranch have confirmed that the barrow mound is scorched, and there's this symbol that's been scorched into the ground. The general gossip includes a lot of pity for the Nettlebees, who are known for their prized livestock, but nobody knows what to do about the witch. The symbol that she describes is, okay, take a capital D, okay, and now rotate that so that the round part's facing down. Got that?
Mm-hmm.
In your head? Okay. Now, on the top middle, the flat part, draw a line that goes up from the middle, just a little bit, like half the length of the rest of the D, and then add 2 legs to the round part of the D, so it's like a stand that won't fall over.
Got it. Oh,
That's what she draws for you.
Okay.
Actually, I could just draw it on the
That's
fucking
what was
screen. What the
scorched?
fuck am I doing?
Dude, interactive here. Let's go. So you said that's what was scorched, though?
That's what it looks like. That's what was scorched.
Fucking, I drew that exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's a fire witch, you said?
That's what the rumor says.
Hmm. Now, where is this Nettleby Ranch located?
You've actually already been told where it is.
Okay.
So it's actually already on the map.
That'll be.
Right there.
Hold on, let me get back to this thing. Can you go back where we are again? Sorry. How far is it? Not that far. Okay.
Maybe
Well,
you
that's
meant
very.
maybe you meant the other rumor about fire.
What the?
What's the other one? Let's
Tell
see
me
if I can
something.
remember.
Apparently, some time ago, a turtle, which is a turtle person, a turtle who, well, I guess she's also a witch. Her name was apparently Kuna Matata? No. Matuna something? Matuna something. Apparently she set a fire in Neverwinter that resulted in some pretty significant losses to some nobles. Well, apparently she was recently chased off from an abandoned monastery in the Mire of Dead Men, and a now disgraced member of the Mintarn mercenaries is apparently in the area looking for her. The mercenaries are offering some kind of reward for her capture, but no one knows what the reward is.
Yeah, any idea if this could be the same fire witch as at Nettleby Ranch?
I mean, the two locations are pretty far apart, but sure, why not?
Yeah, if she was chased off from the other location.
And unfortunately, I don't know too much about the timelines to know if that lines up.
Yeah, I'd be very interested in these matters. If you hear any more, I'd appreciate a letter or something, and I put 5 gold down.
Let's see if this. Okay, so this is the big map of everything, just to give you an idea. So there's Mintarn right there, what we were talking about before. And there's Neverwinter. And there's Waterdeep. Okay? The Mire of Dead Men's right here.
Yep.
The monastery, you guys know about this monastery already. You would put together that this is what the Knights of Summit Hall have been talking about. That monastery.
Okay.
Okay. And Red Larch is right here.
Okay.
So there's the Mirror of Dead Men where the monastery would be, and there's Red Larch.
It's not that far.
It's not that far.
That's
and then,
a huge map.
And then Nettleby Ranch is over here that we were just talking about. Maybe it's the same person, but okay.
Oh, yeah. I thank you very much for that information. That's very valuable to me.
Well, you're welcome. Come back sometime. Money's always good here. Romulus, you go, and is there anything particular you want to roleplay, or do you want to just buy your stone and be done with it? Or are there other things you wanted to buy?
Yeah, I just think I want to just buy my stone and be done with it.
Okay. Well, what do you need to buy?
I need to buy fine blue granite for the Thistle Memorial. And I need red raw granite to use as cobblestone for the streets.
Okay. And how much did you need?
I guess I don't know. So the memorial will be smaller than the previous statue I built. So he should be able to tell me a good size based on my previous order.
Okay. You need a lot of raw red granite since it's going to be used for the streets, right?
Right.
Um. Mm, yeah, I mean, I feel like this is going to be like 300 gold.
Okay.
They'll throw in shipping for free.
Okay. Consider it purchased.
Okay, that part's done.
I had do rations to my inventory since we're in town.
Yeah, we can say that you stop and buy rations. Let me look up the price so you know how much to.
It says in D&D Beyond that
Okay.
it's 0.5 GP.
Yeah, so if
so I'll just
anybody,
make it 10, but
yeah, if
just
anybody
buy it
wants to buy
for-
rations, you can go ahead and buy it for each ration is what did you say 5 silver?
Yeah, 5 silver.
5 silver. So each ration you want to add, just remove 5 silver from your inventory, and you can put that in your inventory. Okay, so back to Theron now. What did you decide?
I'm gonna let her learn for the day, and if I feel like I need to learn it after, I might try to spend the time. But
Okay.
I'm gonna let her
Okay,
do
so
it on her
you
own.
leave her and the other priest there in the church with the book.
I think I'd want to know as fast as possible.
Okay. What else are we doing today?
After we are done talking to Kalesa, and I say to Dundas, I want to go to Arthemere and chat with him. He's an old friend of mine. You want to come along?
Yeah, sure, man.
And
Should let the other people know where we're going.
I think they visited him yesterday.
Yeah. As long as we let them know where we're going, so we're not all split.
Sure.
That is very close to where you are anyway.
Okay, cool.
That's building 7, and you're staying at building 2.
Oh, we just walk over there then.
Yeah.
So,
Oh no, wait, it's 26. I'm sorry, it's 26 in your 2. It's basically across the street.
Oh, then we definitely gotta let them know.
And Theron's currently right here at building 1. So you guys are like,
We walk out, we kind of look at them, give them a peace sign, and walk.
Am I walking out as they're walking out?
yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Cool. As long
I'll
as
just
it's
join up with them.
yeah, you
I
can
don't
join up
really
with them.
have,
Romulus, make a wisdom saving throw.
17.
Okay. No problem.
While we're walking there, I'm telling Theron and Dundas. So that fire witch she is talking about, and the
You guys
disgraced.
aren't worried about Urkin not being around at all, or did you forget?
I forgot.
No, I remembered. I
Okay,
remember.
all right,
It's
all
just-
right. I'm
I don't
sorry,
know
I
how
interrupted.
much
All right, so never
how much
mind.
time has passed, but we're gonna just yeah.
I changed my mind. I said, where's that Urkin?
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
I
Check his
haven't.
room.
Have y'all seen? Yeah, let's check to see where he was sleeping. What do you
Yeah,
say?
yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
They go back in the inn.
Yep, you go up to Urkin's room, you knock, no answer, you check the door, it's locked.
Arkin, you in there?
Housekeeping?
Am I in there? Let's see. Yes, I am in there. Hello?
Hey, you all right?
Not exactly. I'm having a little bit of an issue.
Is the door
What?
locked?
You got the
You
shits?
said.
No.
Let
It's
us
like
in.
He
it's like
drank
the
too much
opposite
last
of
night.
the shits.
You're constipated.
It's constipated, huh?
Are you
Um,
stuck? Is that what you're telling us?
all right, I'm gonna open the door, but don't freak out. You've seen this kind of thing before. I'm pretty sure it has to do with boots that I'm wearing, but all right, here we go.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
The door
What?
opens, and you see an empty room.
Hurricane.
Urkin, where are you?
Hello?
I'm right here.
Did you-
I'm right here.
Where?
is he?
Can you see me?
See you. You
No.
must have turned into his penis.
All right. I have turned into my penis.
I knew it.
Twice.
Non-existent?
Pretty sure I'm invisible. You can't see anything.
Okay, you're invincible.
Reach out and try to touch him, like when walk where I hear his voice.
Okay. I'm assuming you let him touch you. I
Sure.
mean, this would be easy to dodge if you wanted to. Okay. Yes. You feel. How high were you reaching?
Oh, like chest height.
Okay. Yes. You feel
A
his
good
chest.
height. Good height.
Easy
Easy there.
say, oh, it is you. What happened? And I tell the other guys, say, feel him. He's right here.
Okay, and I use prestidigitation on him and make a small red mark on his forehead.
The fuck?
Okay. Okay. You do, but you also can't see the mark.
Damn it! I say.
The fuck did you do my forehead?
Nothing,
So-
apparently. I was just trying to mark you so I could see you.
Did you try taking off the boots?
I cannot remove them. I tried.
Can you see yourself? Like if you wave your hand in front of your face?
I don't know. How does invisibility work? I don't think so.
We need to put a bell around him or
You
something.
can now. Okay. So here's how invisibility. Here's how invisibility works. Every part of your body and what you're wearing and carrying on the outside is invisible. Everything on the inside is not invisible. Therefore, when you blink, you can't see through your eyelids because the inside of your eyelids are not invisible. So so you can still close your eyes, but you can't see any of your part of your body that you tried to look at.
So I can see inside of my butthole. That's what you're saying.
Damn.
No. I'm saying that it works the way that it should work.
You're saying the inside of your body's
What if-
dark, the
what if my head
outside
up?
just can't be seen.
If a tiny
Yeah.
creature teleported inside your body, it would be able to see your blood.
I see.
You
I
wouldn't
see.
be invisible for a creature that was inside you.
Bend over and pull apart your butt cheeks. I'll see
For
if-
now,
That wouldn't
See,
work.
we're-
That wouldn't work because that would
You have
become
to
the
be
outside.
So if he
Damn.
say
So
shot
confusing.
an arrow or threw something, would it appear as soon as it left his hand?
As soon as it left his hand, yes.
So what about my ring of pointing? If I were to give him my ring, would we
Uh-huh.
would we be able to see the beam?
Or a cowbell.
Yes, you'd be able to see the beam.
Okay.
This
Here,
is
take
gonna be
this.
fun.
Take this ring, put it on your finger, and it, that'll let us know where you are.
I don't think that requires attunement at all.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
So it's just called ring of pointing, Chris.
All right. I will point it straight down.
He means add it to your inventory so that you can read it.
Yeah,
Ring of pointer.
it'd be a rare blue
Use
item.
a bonus action to point with the finger wearing this ring. As long as the ring finger is the only finger that is extended, a very thin beam of red light will shine from the red ruby set in the ring in the direction of the pointing finger. The red light does not shed any light and cannot penetrate magical darkness. It also cannot be seen at all in very brightly lit areas. The red beam has a range of 100 feet. So he's an invisible guy with a laser pointer.
Okay, so you have it in your inventory now?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be able to like walk downstairs and stuff if you can't see your feet? I guess you can feel the floor.
Can you do that?
Yeah, do you stare
I've
at
never been invisible. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I can do it. I'm not handicapped.
I'm not handicapped.
Okay.
Why don't you come with us then?
Okay, I'll go with you. I'll be the little red light straight down.
So can I just see if I have any ideas on what could remove the boots
Sure,
or
roll,
why that would?
roll Arcana. I don't know
Oh,
what
good,
I don't know what he's told you about these boots.
Okay, yeah, true. 16
They're made for walking.
or 20. I'm sorry, 26.
Careful, there might be a
26.
snake in them.
Okay. Well, you don't know anything specifically about these boots, but if he's saying I can't remove the boots, then one of two things are true. They're either fused to him somehow, where literally the only way to get the boots off would be to cut off his feet, or he's somehow
Let's
charmed by the
do it.
boots and he cannot make the decision to remove them.
Okay, so
One of those two things would probably have to be true.
all right. Point the thing where your feet are. Let me see if I can take them off myself.
Okay. Point.
Okay, make a strength check.
7.
Nope. Can't get it off.
Here, Grimgar, you're strong. You try.
Sure. Ooh, I rolled good. 18 plus 20, total of 20.
Okay. You set your feet, grab his foot, and pull real hard, and you hear a pop as his knee dislocates.
Son of a bitch!
No.
Oh no!
I walk into the
handicapped.
room.
I say, did the
What the fuck?
I say, did the boot come off? Is it still invisible?
No, the boot's still on his foot. You can't see his leg, but you fucking heard that.
Oh no.
Does anyone know any knee spells?
Can we try to pop his knee back in?
Sure. Grimgar, make a medicine check. At disadvantage because he's invisible.
Oh no!
God.
Okay. There's a 17
Uh-huh.
plus 7, and a 2 plus 7, 9 on the second one.
A 9. You can't quite get it.
I can't quite get it. What about if I use Cure Wounds on him?
You can
That
try
help?
it.
Sure, I'll try that.
All right. You use
Sure does take care of them stab wounds.
Right. You use Cure Wounds on him and it works. You hear it pop back into place.
Oh. Phew. I guess we're not getting those boots off.
Roll a fucking. You know how strong a 20 is? Pulling his
Good point.
fucking boot off?
But
my
if it
God.
were gonna come off, it would have came off with a 20.
You can generally knock down a door with a 20.
I think I would have gotten that boot off if it was possible to get it off. So
What if I polymorphed him into a different creature? What would happen to the boots?
You don't know what would happen. But you do know what would happen if you did that to an invisible creature. Like, if the invisibility were cast on it.
It would change him into a regular person.
It would
or a
change him,
being.
but he would be invisible. Because polymorph does not dispel another spell.
Well, no, but it changes his clothes.
What about disguise self? What does that do?
Sky self changes what you look like.
All
So
right.
it says that his
Well-
gear melds into a new form.
I guess I'm gonna use dispel magic on him.
Are you
Okay.
here with us?
Wait.
Yeah,
Is
he's
that like
there.
a permanent
Oh, that's right.
thing?
he's-
Because I don't want to lose magic boots.
Let me
Nah.
look that up. Hold on.
Yeah, that's a good question. So.
Dundas, make an Arcana check.
Okay. Plus 2. Total of 16? Yeah, 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got a homebrew rule in my head for this type of thing, but specifically what the spell says is choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
These boots do a new thing at sunrise every day. So casting Dispel Magic on them would dispel any spell effect that's currently happening that is 3rd level or lower. but would not stop them from regenerating at 6 a.m. the next day.
You said they regenerate something new, right?
So we could just
Yeah,
save the
but he would
spell.
tell you that. I mean,
Oh,
what you guys
Okay.
have to know at this point is that every day at sunrise, the boots, whatever property they have, goes away and they get a new one every day at sunrise.
Okay, so I guess you keep the ring just in case this happens the next time.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll
I
just
think
deal with
we
that.
can use this to our advantage.
Yeah, I think so too. As long as it's not you're not permanently
I see.
invisible, I think it'll
Good
be
Arcana check.
It's gonna follow you guys to the bathroom every time you go. That's all.
fine.
This will end at sunrise the next day when it gains its new property. But if you use
Okay.
dispel magic on it, as long as whatever spell is making him invisible is 3rd level or lower, well, actually, you would have to cast it at 4th level because you're a warlock. So as long as
Right.
whatever spell is 4th level or lower, it would end for the rest of the day.
So if it's something fucking annoying, then at least he has it out.
But you guys know a little bit more about invisibility.
Yeah, I give you
For this
permission if I turn into some kind of creature that wants to destroy me.
All right.
You can save
We
me.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not doing it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
I want
see you later.
to see Earthmere Bubble.
Okay, what did you guys want to do there?
I want to talk to him.
About what? I'm again skipping through some of the.
I want to see if he knows anything about Cleo after she left, and kind of ask him if there's anything he knows about what's going on, because I knew him from beforehand, and see if he knows any jewelers or any towns with jewelers.
Right. Regarding Cleo, he would say that she was just gone at one point. He doesn't know where she went. He hasn't seen her since, so he doesn't really know. In regard to everything else that's happened, he knows some of the same rumors that you've heard. You've actually got more details than him on everything you bring up. So he doesn't know anything that's going on. And then jewelers, I might have to get back to you on that. I mean, because I've got, well, let me see if I can quickly find answers. Womford, definitely not. The only thing in Westbridge that is a possibility, they have a bank in Westbridge. Tribor has the Lion's Share, which is run by the Lion Shield Coster. They do a little of everything. They also sell a lot of finished goods like furniture and such. He would say that they're definitely a good bet. I'm just looking through. What other town is there? Yartar definitely. Definitely has a place. He doesn't know specifically where, but it's a city. So definitely. Bargeright Inn has traders. You know, no guarantee on any specific day, but they've got traders coming in and out all the time. It just depends on who's there. Oh, Belliard is the one I didn't check. Belliard. No, that's a small place. Nothing in Belliard. I gave you Westbridge already. I gave you Tribor. I gave you Yartar.
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough.
Yep, that's everything.
All right. I thank him for all his information.
Okay.
Yeah. That's enough.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do during the day? I mean, are you staying here the rest of the day? What are you doing?
What are we doing?
I would say that you've gotten up to about noon now.
I think we're done as far as the town goes, right?
Oh, Erkin, you're invisible, so you can't pick up your shield today.
I need someone to get my shield.
I'll
What are you
grab
talking
it.
about?
I stopped at the blacksmith and had him make me a shield, and he said it'd be ready today.
Okay, so Erkin goes with Maxon while you guys are at the Bubbles Brews, and through a comical conversation, Maxon tells him he's there for the shield. You're not the guy who ordered it. No, the guy's right here. I don't see anybody. No, he's right here.
Oh,
Believe me. Erkin isn't talking. Come on, Erkin,
I
you
don't
gotta say
have a
something.
receipt.
You know, I don't have a receipt. Da, 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 da. The guy starts to get mad, and then finally Erkin says something, and the guy freaks out. He goes, "No, I'm just invisible. Don't worry about it. You know, just give me my shield. Okay, I guess. Whatever. Please don't come back." Gives him the shield and scene.
Good. Very
So
good.
you have a regular shield now, Erkin.
All right.
All right.
We work you too.
Okay. Everybody make a perception check.
7.
11.
12.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Total of 19 for me.
All right.
23.
Oh, okay. All right. All the people that got over a 15 noticed that on 2 or 3 different places in town there are some posters that have been put up. You can either
Go
check
check
it out or not.
Yeah, want to check
I
that?
want to look at it.
All right. So Grimgar and Maxon, upon reconvening after the pickup of the shield, you guys notice this poster and walk over and look at it. The poster says, "Wanted, dead or alive, 600 gold piece reward. Kenku named Packy for the murder of the halfling Finton Goodfellow, escaping the Fandolin prison, attempted robbery of a banker's wagon on the Tribor Trail, robbery of the Tribor General Store, attempted robbery of the Happy Horse Ranch in Tribor, assault on one of the 12, the Tribor Constabulary, desecration of a corpse in Tribor, murder of
Oh,
murder of Thistle Brewer, attempted robbery of wagon belonging to Barthen's Provisions, Fandolin, theft of horse belonging to Barthen's Provisions, causing of intentional death of horse belonging to Barthen's Provisions, robbery of house belonging to the halfling Cleo Goodfellow, piracy, murder of 4 individuals in the employ of the Zentarum, robbery of a Zentarum wagon, improper disposal of a donkey corpse,
That'll do it every time.
suspicion of involvement with Kenku kidnappers near Red Larch and Westbridge, suspicion of involvement with pirates near Wamford, suspicion of involvement in thefts at the Barge Right Inn, attempted robbery of the Swinging Sword Inn in Red Larch, and disturbing the peace in the early hours at Red Larch.
I
Going over
call, I
that one.
call over everybody else at the poster that didn't notice it.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Wow.
So Kenku named Packy.
Kanku named Packy. I look at
That's-
Romulus. Good thing you murdered that Fitton, that son of a bitch.
Wonder where I can pick up the 600 gold.
yeah, so yeah, 600 gold. I mean,
This has been put out by the 12.
The 12.
It says he's wanted
That's
dead or
the-
alive.
Those are like the
The
police.
Tribor Constabulary.
Oh.
Yeah, but we don't have any body anymore.
Yeah.
Romulus.
Nope.
No, I know. We'll just.
Wait a
ignore
minute.
this.
Don't you have a body? Isn't it in Fandolin?
It's buried.
No.
They had
Yeah,
a funeral and
and it's-
everything.
No.
And it
You
looks
can,
like Fitton now, doesn't it? The
This
old
is-
Fitton.
This is
Right.
done.
Right, it doesn't look
Yeah.
like a Kenku anymore. It looks like a
Yeah.
halfling.
Yeah.
You know about this, Erkin.
I wrote that like 6 months ago at this point. You guys that's how long it's been since you guys were in Red Larch. It was so long ago. These posters have been sitting here on these poles.
Mm.
I'm gonna put that in there for you guys. That's everything that it says. Okay, also, while they're reading the poll, Romulus, you weren't there with them. You had been approached by just a regular peasant man who tells you that oh, what the hell was her name? Who was the old lady in Fandolin? From the Miners' Exchange.
Aaliyah Thornton?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She says, the man says, you're Romulus Corlin, the Lord, right?
That is right.
The Zentarum have asked me to give you some information. My understanding is that you're not on the best terms with them, but they think that your interests are aligned on this topic.
Do tell.
Yeah, the Zentarum have gotten information that Gervor Goldsworth, the only noble of any note in Tribor, recently perished when he strayed too far from the town. However, the Zentarum have secretly known for some time that Goldsworth considered himself to be a vigilante and secretly led a group of adventurers to keep the area safe, outside of the Twelve's jurisdiction. The Zentarum have kept their mouths shut as he frequently interfered with the plans of the Hand of Yartar. His party consisted of a deep gnome, a tabaxi, a wood elf, and Goldsworth's manservant, Dareth Allswell. Is Goldsworth really dead? The Zents won't believe it till they see a body. I don't know what that has to do with you, but that's what they wanted me to tell you.
Okay. Thanks.
Short version of that for anybody who wanted to write it down. Gervor Goldsworth led an adventuring party. It was him, a deep gnome, a tabaxi, a wood elf, and a human named Dareth Allswell. Apparently, this guy's supposed to be dead. The Zents don't think he's really dead.
This is I'll summarize what I tell everyone. This is that group that we were told about when we were at the monastery.
Is Romulus telling you guys this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Talia was one of the members.
She was the what elf?
Talia was a tabaxi.
The wood elf
Oh,
was Juniper.
Yeah,
Right.
Juniper we met.
And Romulus, you recognize both Gervor Goldsworth and Dareth Allswell. You recognize both names.
Right.
You know who Gervor Goldsworth is, right?
I know I have his name in my note.
Remember way back when you guys fought those like jackal people? Those dogs that had attacked those wagons and stolen a bunch of shit, and the noble wanted you to help him out, and you went to that camp. That's where you got the scarecrow from.
Right.
That was Goldsworth's nephew, who had gone to Goldsworth's mansion to collect all of his things because he was dead.
Right.
That was Gervor Goldsworth's nephew. And you've got Dareth Allswell in your notes. I'm not gonna. You'll have to look that up, Romulus. I know a lot of this information I've been giving you guys is a little bit cryptic, but it's meant for you to put some pieces together, which is nice that you started out tonight's session by trying to put some pieces together, because now you have more information for things.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, just for example, I'll help you out with this one. You know, do you guys realize the importance of Goldsworth's adventuring party? Like, for example, how did Juniper get captured in the first place?
Wasn't she with the Mirabar delegation?
Right, but she didn't come with the Mirabar delegation. She got captured with them.
Oh, that's right. They rushed north
Right.
and attempted to rescue them.
They were the group that were this group that this guy is talking about was the group that had attempted to stop the ambush and had failed, and they all got captured or killed. And you have now located two of them. Of course, Talia ended up getting killed anyway. And Juniper is presumably still with the other Mirabar delegates that were saved by you guys.
From the monastery.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you know that there is at least 3 other members of that party who may also be captured someplace in addition to the Mirabar delegates you're looking for. And the Mirabar delegates you're still looking for are that Moon Elf, Teresiel, and you're looking for Desena Norvel, who is a Water Davian noble that Romulus originally came out here looking for in the first place. There's at least one more, but I don't know if you guys have heard the name, so I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Well, Gerver, I don't think we know what happened to him. The monks captured him, but he was never taken into prison. The deep gnome, Juniper thought he was killed. Talia is obviously dead. And Darth, all's well. I don't think we know what happened to him. He was captured along with Talia, though.
Yeah, Talia mentioned that she thought he might be below.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that everything you guys do today?
Are we gonna head out from the town?
Well, where do we want to head to next? Because we should discuss. What's the most important thing we've got going? I want to finish learning about this book personally. If she's gonna know everything by the end of the day, I'd want to wait till tomorrow.
By the end of this day?
Yeah, she says it'll take her a day, so I assume tomorrow she'd know the important stuff.
How about we go around and ask everyone what their important thing to do is?
Okay. I want to learn this book. Go after the mud sorcerer.
I want to find the wood elf, the moon elf in the earth place.
Next. Grimgar.
Jesus. I want to find Gar Shatterkeel, and I want to go check out. I relayed the information about the fire witch. I want to go find her. I was given a letter by one of the captains in the mercenaries. And I also want to go after the mud sorcerer.
She the witch at the farm?
It might. I don't know if it's the same one or not. So when she,
Right.
I was going to say this.
What you know
Go
about the turtle is that she's described as a turtle witch and that she set a fire.
Yeah.
And the person at the farm has been called a fire witch. No mention of this person being a turtle. So
Yeah,
you don't
not
know.
sure it's the same
There's
person.
just no way to know because they're just rumors. You don't even know if there really is a witch up there. It could be just some other
Yeah.
bullshit.
But I want to check it out because when I had some issues with the mercenaries, you know that she mentioned about the disgraced Mintarn mercenary, that was me. But
Where's that farm located?
that's yeah, just up northeast a little bit, not too far, just northeast of Westbridge.
Meadow.
Could go that way and hit up Cleo's house on the way.
Yeah, and I also want to go check out Cleo. And I think those are all the biggest things. There's probably a few other things I'm forgetting right now. Oh, and I want to go to the Vale Dancing Waters, and we've heard several things about that. I want to get over there.
True too.
Dancing water, you said.
Yes.
All right, Dundas, what are you most interested in doing as fast as possible?
I'm just with you guys for the
Okay,
ride.
so you're just looking for leads still.
Yep. Still looking for leads. Not. I haven't really found too much, so just hoping to
Nixon's probably on the same boat as me.
find something.
Probably just wants to get to the mud sorcerer. As he is
Yeah, get to the bottom of that.
I want to find the rest of the
delegation.
delegation, and I also have a note that I just noticed that I don't recall.
Hmm?
From right off the druid.
Okay.
You guys have notes from him?
That was in the
did.
stack, Jack. You never told them about that.
Oh. Oh, I don't remember ever talking to this guy.
He's the
This
druid
was
from
you went
Maxonstown.
the last time you went to Phandalin. There was a stack of letters waiting for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember getting the letter,
Yeah. So
but I don't remember. Do I know this guy?
read off.
Yeah,
he's
He was the druid from Thunder Tree.
read off. Okay.
He's the one that gave us the.
The one that hated, well, one of many people who hated Finted, but they really hated each other.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me in that room.
Right, he wouldn't let you into the house.
Oh,
Turn into
yeah.
a squirrel
okay.
in
And
real
he tried to
life.
knock down his house, or knock down his door.
See the first time we learned about the mud sorcerer?
So he was. So my notes on him say, or he left the letter, in Phandalin for us, and one of the things he said was he was hoping for an update on the investigation of the Circle of the Scarlet Moon, the Rite of the Wicker Giant, and the Druid Freya. Do we know anything about any of that?
The Wicker Giant, I think we do.
Yeah, I know the Rite of the Wicker Giant is something.
It's a Scarlet Moon Hall.
In Freya's one that I'm looking for.
That was one of Maxon and Theron's original quests when you guys came out here. Was to check that out.
The Scarlet Moon mission. But I don't know.
Or not the Emerald Enclave. I don't remember who that was for.
Yeah, it was for the Emerald Enclave.
Yeah. We don't have any leads to that, do we? I don't think we did.
Well, you know where it is. You've been told where it is. It's on your map.
This is the note I had from him. Oops. The
Who is a
Thunderborn.
druid? I don't know. Yeah. I'll look at my notes before I ask.
Read off, you mean?
No,
You should be able to edit that post, Jack.
Can I?
Freya?
Yeah, there's
yeah,
three
Freya.
dots on the right side.
Edit.
You said it's on my map?
Scarlet Moon Hall? Yeah, it's right in the middle, right here.
Oh, that's right. We haven't been there yet. That's the only one we haven't been to, isn't it?
We have to go there to find out what happened to that to Faraya.
And back when you guys were first given the book, you thought you were talking about the 4 places and the 4 entry points and blah 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 blah.
Right.
And you thought because you haven't found anything else up that way, that one might be the 4th one, but you weren't sure.
Okay, that could be a good place to go.
Because you had found the tunnel you just went down, and you had actually gone into another place below the monastery, and then there was that river you were on under Riverguard Keep where you got attacked by the water elemental, and you thought there must be a 4th one, and that's the only other place that's near there on the map, at least that you've found so far, and maybe that's the 4th spot.
Maybe that would be the best place to search next, since it's also possibly where the delegation and the mud sorcerer could be.
Could knock out a lot there
I mean,
in one
it
go.
it would lead down underground again, in theory.
So it's on the way, and it goes to the other places, so we can go to any other
Right.
place after that.
Exactly. Just do all that business. now.
That's towards where Gar Shatterkeel's allegedly been spotted, right? He's in the hills somewhere.
He's been spotted where people are describing it closer to the river.
Okay.
Closer to the river on the south end of the hills.
Yeah, we never did follow that river where those water elementals were.
They're getting their asses kicked.
Yeah, we had to run.
Yeah, that's
So
my
we could've been
concern is every time we try to go below, we're fighting way too many people or the enemies are really strong.
I don't
We're a
know.
bit
You
stronger
survived.
now.
You survived the last one.
Yeah, we're a lot stronger now.
You also all leveled up.
Yeah.
One.
Mm.
We didn't really go to the bottom of the.
Place you just
The
where you didn't go any
spire.
lower. Yeah.
Yeah, there could have been worse stuff down there, right?
Yeah. Possible.
Really.
I would say I want to read the book just before we leave, and then I think we should wrap up that whole area. I mean, it is right here. Right by this meat bridge.
I was gonna say, wait, the meat bridge?
Well, I guess we should get the most information as long as it's going to be done today. Get the book done and then let's head out.
Okay, so we're all in agreement to go to Scarlet Moon Hall next.
Yeah.
Do you have anything wrong with doing that next?
Nay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So it's gonna take her the rest of the day. So you guys are staying the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Did you want to try to convene with her on the book late at night, Theron, or
Yeah.
in the next
Yeah.
morning?
I'll just wait with her while she finishes up, as if she's going to finish before bedtime.
Okay,
If she doesn't finish before bedtime, then I won't.
Let's say she wants to just get to it in the morning.
Okay.
Okay. Is everybody staying at the inn, or Max and you staying at the farmhouse, or what are we doing?
I'll use my hospitality.
Okay.
I'll
Do
stay at the
whatever.
inn. I want to examine that spear I've got. What
Okay.
I've got down there.
What do you have in your inventory right now?
I think it's just
What's it
labeled
called?
spear. So I wrote spear unknown.
Okay. You can add to remove that and add to your inventory Arisi's spear. Aeri. If you type that in, it should come up.
Yeah.
I'll say that you examine that before you go to sleep. All right.
I'm sorry.
Aeri. Arisi.
Aeri.
If you start typing that in, it should just show up. Did it?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's not coming up for me either. Oh, that's why. It's Kalanoth's spear. Whoops. Okay.
CA.
KA. I'll just
Okay.
add. I added it to your inventory. Just
Oh,
refresh.
okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. So where we're gonna end up tonight? Where we're gonna wrap up? Let me see. I'm gonna close this. Okay. Where we're gonna wrap up for tonight? So this is actually the inn, and this is the first floor, right here, with the tables, and this is the upstairs. So there's kind of like a balcony here with the stairs down to the first floor. Okay, and then all the doors leading into the various rooms. Maxon is not there because he's staying at the farm. And what we're going to do when we start up next time is that in the middle of the night, Dundas and Grimgar are attacked.
Bum, bum, bum.
Great, I won't be here.
Right. Dundas isn't even going to be here next time.
Aw, that stinks.
We'll have to figure out how that goes.
Joe, just play for me and kill it.
Yeah, so we'll just have to see how that goes.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm on travel somewhere, so I don't know if I'll be able to do stuff.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. Fuck. Okay. Can we do Monday next week?
I possibly could.
I can do Monday.
Should be
Columbus
able
Day.
to.
Yeah, probably.
Oh right, yeah, it's even Columbus Day too.
I can. I'm
Yeah,
supposed to be
Monday
off,
too.
but
Well, the only other option is
I
that we
don't
do
fucking
Friday,
know
I
because we
guess.
have some crazy shit going on around right now. So
Is Nate's? I thought you were missing the whole week, Nate. You're saying Monday?
well, as of right now, I'm supposed to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
All right.
straight through. So, but
Monday's the only day that has a shot at Nate, though.
as of right now, yes.
Does anybody think they have a problem with Monday?
No, I don't think so.
No,
Should
that's
be good.
Okay. Well, send a group text if it doesn't work. And I mean, our options. I don't want to be missing two people ever if we can avoid it. So we're gonna plan on Monday. If we can't do it, Friday's the backup day. If that doesn't work, we take a week off.
Okay.
Which would suck because my other group's taking the week off too. So.
Hmm.
All right.
I
Yeah, I'll let you know if I get held on.
Right.
But as of right now, it looks good.
All right.
Okay.
Cool, cool.